Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to the World According to Me. We're doing the 2022 year in review. Things that happened in pop culture in 2022 that we want to go back and look back on, discuss maybe, things like that. Just take a look back. You know what? I may talk a little bit about my 2020 as well. So actually, let's do that first. Let's talk about my 2020. My 2020, and if you help my very first word about that, and talk the things that I felt going into being a teacher was like, uh, it seemed like as soon as I turned 40, my body failed me. Like I starting to get, starting to urinate a lot frequently and things like that. And come to find out, I had in February, I had a hemorrhoid, and I went to the hospital with a hemorrhoid, and seeing of 700, blood sugar of 700. So I did still didn't do anything with but that went away shortly after, maybe 7 to 10 days, something like that. But and it was a large one too. I mean, it was one like a jelly bean. I mean, it was just insane. This was even bigger than a jelly bean. It was just wow. I just really was like, I can't believe this is all this year. I could not find a job this year. It's just insane. I don't know. I don't know what is going on in these schools and get so much schooling and can't get a job for it. It is just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Also, this year for me was, it was just okay. It is just the only good thing is just that we got to go ahead to go back to Chicago, and hopefully sometime in 2023, you know, I'll be making my way back to Chicago. Luck in a lot of things, in a lot of places. So that's probably one of the good things that happened to me this year in 2022 was that I'm in North Carolina, and I may have said this in one of my podcasts before, but Charlotte doesn't have sausage pizza for some reason. You go to the store, there's cheese, there's pepperoni, there's supreme, there's three meat, but not just a regular sausage pizza. The hell is wrong with this place? And I just got it for Christmas and stopped at one of the Louis. It is freaking amazing what is going on. It is just, yeah, it's so freaking weird that you get a sausage pizza from a grocery store. You can't. I have no idea why, but that's neither here nor there. I do want to take some time to figure out what is going on. Hopefully, some things will start to get better. Some things will start to change in 2023. Even at the age of 40, be 41 in 11 days, things will change for me, and uh, I'll start. I'll start the second half of my life a little bit better, maybe hopefully a little bit better than the first half of my life. So, well, that's enough about me. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what happened in the world of pop culture, shall we? And we'll start from January on down. Uh, this is from an article from the AP News, and so if there are any things that are you know deemed missing that you think is missing, put it up with AP News because that's where I'm reading this article from. So, my hope is that but I need to implement Microsoft. That So let's take a look back this year, starting in January. No boozy celebrities, no red carpet or anything like you've seen commercials for it, and so it is coming back. Janet Jackson says that she and Justin Timberlake have moved on from everything. So I believe in late 2021, there was some stuff going on, like the Britney documentary I think was on, and there's some stuff about that. And people started getting up for no reason, and then that question me Jackson, things like that. But Janet Jackson says that her Justin Timberlake have moved on, and so should we. So Wordle, there was a big thing. Wordle is this game that you can um, get the thing in 5 letters, and it was in the morning, look at Twitter, first hashtag would be Wordle, 152 or 158 or whatever. And this is what it was. I never got into Wordle, never really wanted to try it. Still get asked for it, still not about it. I may come to it last, who knows. But it's not for me. And of course, January, we lost the pioneer, actor, director, and actor at 94 years old. Britney Spears, she won her liberation from her conservatorship. Um, has a big book deal going in. Um, Rihanna got pregnant. Tom Brady retired, although he came back pretty quickly in 40 days. And yeah, out with another album and Jake Gyllenhaal. So the long song was about, and she did it on SNL and whatever. And then we can talk about everything that went down, but it's Oscar. Was obviously Will Smith, who won Best Actor for his portrayal. Richard Williams, Serena and Venus's father. Instead of what should have been a good night for him, it was a bad night for everybody as he slapped Chris Rock about Jake Smith. Um, so yeah, it was all March. It really was not anything. We had the Grammys in April, believe it or not. We didn't have in January, we had them in April this year. Um, and they were pretty nuts. Who cares? I mean, at this point, who really cares? Um, February 17th, actually, going back to February. That was I believe the day that Brittany Griner was arrested for having cannabis products in Russia. So, and that took a whole time to think about. It comes up later on in this in this thing. It was not in this one in this article. So yeah. So going down to May, uh, really we saw the start of the Kardashian Pete Davidson Kanye West scenario. As you know, Kim did she did SNL earlier in the year, and then became boyfriends with Pete Davidson. And then when that happened, everything went down. And with Kanye West, I was also the time where she walked the carpet in the Marilyn Monroe gown, the one that Marilyn Monroe sung "Happy Birthday" to John F. Kennedy in 1962. So, um, Top Gun: Maverick opened the highest grossing domestic debut for Tom Cruise. And his first, it was incredible what went down with that. And I believe it's the highest grossing movie this year, I believe. So good on them. And it was I didn't even see the first Top Gun, so it was good. Um, yeah, June was quite uncrazy, right? On the Johnny Depp got a in his case over Amber Heard. For that she defended, and that was months and months on end of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard things, and it was one of the few times that Amber Heard, the woman, has been not believed since the Me Too stuff comes out, and listen, I'm not gonna get into the whole thing whether you should believe it or not. For me personally, I always believe that if you were not there, you don't know. You shouldn't make assumptions until there's a until there is a an actual case, a criminal case, and that person is found guilty or not guilty. So since there was no criminal case, I still don't know what happened. Still don't know if anything truly happened between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I talked all about it in my other podcasts. You can check those out on the earlier years. So yeah, that was strange. But you know, Britney Spears got married. Been wanting to get married for a long time, and then after to her longtime boyfriend, and someone else got married too, Jennifer Lopez. And who did she marry? Well, her first love, Ben Affleck. Or maybe her second love. I'm not sure. No, P. Diddy was the first love or whatever. But yeah, Ben Affleck. They get back together and they came together after uh, 10, 15 years apart. They came back together and got married. And so now she is, she is now the wife to Ben Affleck. And it is unbelievable what happened. Uh, so that was that. And um, a royal month in August as the 25 years. Remember Princess Diana's death was on the docket in August, you know, and the life was being rehashed only for days after the anniversary uh, of Queen Elizabeth II. She died at the age of 96 after more than 70 years. On still can't believe it. Prince Charles, now King Charles, has taken over, and it is just absolutely happened. In September, the whole Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles that went down with the premiere of her movie "Don't Worry, Darling." You know all that crying, salad dressing. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Is this a euphemism for something? I'm just thinking it's going to be a euphemism. I just don't. I don't know. Uh, uh, that just made that whole thing be like, don't know exactly what it was, but it was it was a little bit funny. Uh, what not was funny was the retirement of Alexa Williams. Stepped aside in September, couldn't get it, and yeah. Going back to October, um, after some this anti-Semitic march, from Kanye, we finally got Adidas and a whole host of other companies. Just all of his anti-Semitic comments, all of his other he made, really needed to go. Elon Musk finally finalized his Twitter, became um, unreal. To Taylor Swift because she dropped a new album, Midnights, and added 7 bonus tracks, excuse me. And then she became the first artist to occupy all 10 slots on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. She became the only artist ever to do it. Talk about some all-time greats: Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses. None of them. And but there's also realized that the Hot 100 chart, they taking into effect Spotify numbers and streams, and they take all of that into account as well as how you would normally do it. You do the Hot 100 chart, so. But yeah, that's amazing. So it's a bit newer artists, newer. She's the only one to do it, so that's got to be something. And unfortunately, some really bad news. After him announcing his retirement, if Brady and Giselle Bundchen finalized for us, unfortunately, he played like he's normally played in, so that's got to be on his head and on his heart. But sometimes it's just things just don't work out. Decided we're going to do what's right for their kids, and that's the best thing you can do. To November, um, the Taylor Swift stuff, trying to get a in Ticketmaster, and then Ticketmaster canceled all of the general sales, citing insufficient stock. There have been a bunch of lawsuits that are happening. Multiple state attorney generals are announcing investigations. So it was a big month. It's another big month for Taylor Swift. Also another big month for Marvel as Black Panther, Wakanda Forever came out, and they met the challenge of not following up on one of the biggest movies in the MCU, and combine that with also losing its biggest star, which is Chadwick Boseman, away a few years ago due to cancer. So um, I still have not seen Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I've not seen Thor, Love and Thunder. I need to see them. I think they're both are on Disney Plus now. So I think, but see, football's on weekends, so I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Way. I probably will watch it. Uh, Probably somewhere down this through coming up. Uh, yeah, it's coming up shortly, so I'll get the opportunity to. So, and then finally this month of December, after 2 months, Elon Musk decided to step down as CEO. We will see who he replaces. He made a comment, said, don't worry, worry about what you ask for, or something like that. Be wary of what you wish for because you just might get it. You got to worry about, put Donald Trump in charge, or you're gonna put right wingish and more like that. You're gonna put in Marjorie Taylor Greene or something. So who knows? But yeah, it is. Um, 13 years after the original one broke records, James Cameron Avatar sequel finally came out, and it's a big hit. Saw something the other day that it's made over $1 billion, within the first movie. So that's unreal. Um, and then just recently, in the last um, 10 days, we lost three icons. We lost Franco Harris, running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the catcher of the Immaculate Reception, just 2 days after they were going to honor him in Pittsburgh and retire his jersey. Unreal. We lost soccer star Pele, uh, who lost his battle. I can't remember it, but he passed away. And then just yesterday, in fact, we lost Barbara Walters. Who had many of the things who started The View and who did other things, and she was mainly known for her 2020 interviews, and at the end of the year, she would do the 10 most two most special people in the world. So she was showing, broke down barriers for, industry, and unfortunately, we lost her as well. So it is a sad note to end December on his icons in their own industries. We send our thoughts and prayers to their family, to everyone who lost life this year. What did you say? So that is it. That is the recap of 2022. Once again, that is from the AP News, what I just read. So you can check it out. Google AP News if you want to find out some other things. As I didn't talk about each and everything they announced. Just some of what I felt were the major events of this year in the world of pop culture. So yes, if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you like the video, you share the video, you subscribe to the channel. And as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you are listening to this, well, first off, welcome back. I have a new podcasting hosting site, as Sounder FM is going to go the way of the dinosaur. So now I am on Acast, and this is the word according to me. I should be, this should be on all of the other places. I'm going to find it out once I post it and everything like that. But this should be everywhere. So yes, please, if you are listening to anywhere that you can find it, please do that. Uh, And please, if you feel like helping somebody out, you know, if you like what you heard and you want to listen to some more, please subscribe to it or like it or share it and whatever you gotta do, and just make sure you come back in here. I'm gonna try to do a podcast like this each and every month. Um, a little bit different this year because of the whole way everything went down. So I wasn't able to do a podcast each and every month, but I was definitely, going to try to do my best to do one each and every month. And I also have a sports podcast. It's Game According to Me. You can look for that. So yeah, I really appreciate everybody listening and on the podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate everybody doing that as well. So for those of you guys listening on the podcast, the thing stops here. As as for the people who are watching on YouTube, we're going to honor those once again who passed away. It was an in memoriam. So I got most of the people who made an impact. Most of the names that you would know. Um, from newsmen to like the sports icons, newsworthy people, pop culture icons, all of that stuff. All the people who passed away this year in 2022. We acknowledge them, and we send our thoughts and our hopes and everything like that to those family, friends, and fans who will miss these tremendous people. So thank you guys again. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.